Next on The Messiah. If people were constantly talking to you and you could not stop them from talking to you and it was bothering you, would you painfully mentally disable yourself? You can't disagree about it because it was painful, because the pain was excruciating. I can see the medication causing me to forget doing anything wrong at all, but it will never cause me to forget the pain of the medication. Hearing voices movement. It challenges the notion that to hear voices is necessarily a characteristic of mental illness. 4, 5, 6. Instead, it regards hearing voices as a meaningful and understandable, although unusual, human variation. This string of article samples outline my theory about my apparent psychic abilities. Basically, it suggests that I hear using electricity and that my neurons function like antennae. Anti-predator adaptation. Anti-predator adaptations are mechanisms developed through evolution that assist prey organisms in their constant struggle against predators. Throughout the animal kingdom, adaptations have evolved for every stage of this struggle, namely by avoiding detection, warding off attack, fighting back, or escaping when caught. Electroreception and electrogenesis. Electroreception and electrogenesis are the closely related biological abilities to perceive electrical stimuli and to generate electric fields. Both are used to locate prey. Stronger electric discharges are used in a few groups of fishes, most famously the electric eel, which is not actually an eel but a knifefish, to stun prey. Neuron. Within a nervous system, a neuron, or nerve cell is an electrically excitable cell that fires electric signals called action potentials across a neural network. Neurons communicate with other cells via synapses, which are specialized connections that commonly use minute amounts of chemical neurotransmitters to pass the electric signal from the presynaptic neuron to the target cell through the synaptic gap. Antenna. In radio engineering, an antenna, American English, or aerial, British English, is the interface between radio waves propagating through space and electric currents moving in metal conductors, used with a transmitter or receiver. 1. In transmission, a radio transmitter supplies an electric current to the antenna's terminals, and the antenna radiates the energy from the current as electromagnetic waves, radio waves. In reception, an antenna intercepts some of the power of a radio wave in order to produce an electric current at its terminals, that is applied to a receiver to be amplified. Antennas are essential components of all radio equipment. 2. Atmospheric electricity. Atmospheric electricity describes the electrical charges in the Earth's atmosphere, or that of another planet. The movement of charge between the Earth's surface, the atmosphere, and the ionosphere is known as the global atmospheric electrical circuit. Atmospheric electricity is an interdisciplinary topic with a long history, involving concepts from electrostatics, atmospheric physics, meteorology, and earth science. 2. Magnetic field. Earth's magnetic field, also known as the geomagnetic field, is the magnetic field that extends from Earth's interior out into space, where it interacts with the solar wind, a stream of charged particles emanating from the sun. The magnetic field is generated by electric currents due to the motion of convection currents of a mixture of molten iron and nickel in Earth's outer core. These convection currents are caused by heat escaping from the core, a natural process called a geodynamo. Hearing voices movement. The Hearing Voices Movement, HVM, is the name used by organizations and individuals advocating the Hearing Voices approach. 1. An alternative way of understanding the experience of those people who hear voices. In the medical professional literature, voices are most often referred to as auditory verbal hallucinations. The movement uses the term hearing voices, which it feels is a more accurate and user-friendly term. Psychic. A psychic is a person who claims to use extrasensory perception, ESP, to identify information hidden from the normal senses, particularly involving telepathy or clairvoyance, or who performs acts that are apparently inexplicable by natural laws, such as psychokinesis or teleportation. Although many people believe in psychic abilities, the scientific consensus is that there is no proof of the existence of such powers, and describes the practice as pseudoscience. The word psychic is also used as an adjective to describe such abilities. Psychics and police work. The usefulness of psychics in police investigations is controversial, but psychics have long been and will undoubtedly continue to be involved in unsolved criminal investigations. I am not a police psychic. I am a civilian who is trying to protect themselves and serve and protect others at the same time.